Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up to the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. He's throwing some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Single back, takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense.
Touchdown, Wisconsin. This quarterback on fire today. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
And that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
One team making their way on the field. This one will be fair caught. Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Went backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's a wide-open receiver, complete.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Handoff to the single back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
No problem on the snowy field. The PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Locates the tight end. It's complete. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback who can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking right, this one caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
This is the 6th play on the drive. They look to throw it here on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Now there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And that is no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on first down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's back to throw again on second and 10. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Badgers.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Nicholson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. The ball is hauled in. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. A completion sets up a second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Badgers will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Nicholson. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
He's tackled at the 47. Good enough for a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback keeps it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing to pick right side of scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On first down, it's play action. On the run here, lets it go. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Nicholson. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's moving out of the pocket. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here comes a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. He's got the first down and more. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
They're going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
It falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. A big play for this defense. And now from the pistol formation. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Poked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back in motion now. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And this one is getting ugly. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10.
The returner is brought down at the 21. And the Notre Dame offense.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Second down coming up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's the throw deep downfield. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
2nd down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down